What was that? Honestly, I don't know what I just watched, but I can tell you what Charlie fucking said. God bless you, Charlie Remiliotis, for your stats after these games. The Blackhawks in this game, in a game where they lose 6-5. Did I mention that the Hawks lost tonight? Yeah. This team that only a couple years ago was winning cups, shedded everyone from that roster, and now it's gotten to the point where, oh my God, our best defenseman is now out for games. We're missing Connor Murphy, who's been amazing. Calvin DeHaan is garbage. Madison Bowie is playing NHL hockey games for this team. Do we not remember that this guy was a defenseman last year for the Detroit Red Wings? One of the worst teams in hockey history. He played for them. He played for them. He was awful. And what did the Hawks do tonight? What did they do tonight? They proceeded to show up to this game and not give a fuck about defense. In 3 total penalties in this game. That's it. They only had 3 total penalties in the game. So you can't say this game was a factor of the fact that they were just getting shelled because they kept on going on the penalty kill all the time. They weren't undisciplined today. They had 3 minor penalties all fucking game, 6 fucking total penalty minutes, and it's actually less than that because they got scored on twice. So they had less than 6 minutes on the penalty kill in a 60-minute hockey game, and they still gave up 67 shot attempts. 43 shots on goal. 23 scoring chances on 5-on-5. And 9 high danger 5-on-5 chances. 5! And that's only including the 5-on-5 shit. They scored twice in the power play! Oh my God. This is one of the worst hockey games I've ever seen. Look, I thought about making videos after other Hawks games this season. I thought about starting making videos after the first Hawks game this season where they lost 5-1 to the Tampa Bay Lightning. However, I went into that game knowing this team was going to be bad. And I was like, this hockey team sucks. And I'm totally okay with them sucking. And I was thinking that throughout the later games throughout the season. I'm like, this hockey team sucks. And I'm totally comfortable with them sucking because I recognize they're going to suck. Then this team decides to make their record actually look decent. They come into this game with a record of 6-4-4 after starting the season 0-3-1. So you're like, oh my God, they kind of look good. They've had one regulation loss. They've had one regulation loss in the last 10 games. They look really, really nice. This team is kind of fucking good. Right there is my standings board. Currently, the Hawks are listed as the 3rd team in the division. Well, that's probably changed, considering the fact that over here, we have Columbus under them, and that's probably changed after tonight because of the fact that we just got shelled by them. Because our team, with 7, count it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 defensemen on the ice. We had 7 defensemen in this game. We pulled a forward out of the lineup. We sacrificed offense for defense. And we proceeded. Let's just go through this, okay? Why do you play 7 defensemen sometimes? Okay, typically, for all the time I've been watching hockey, when you have an 18-man skater lineup, you play 12 forwards and 6 defensemen. So what would be the purpose for playing 7 defensemen? Well, the purpose of playing 7 defensemen would be that you add an extra defenseman. Why? Because you don't want your defense to get tired so they can be better when they're on the fucking ice. And yet, you give up 67 shot attempts in a hockey game. A 60-minute hockey game where you were on the penalty kill for less than 6 of them. That means in 54 minutes of 5-on-5 time, or not even that because some of that was power play for us, but in 50 minutes of 5-on-5 time, you proceeded to get shelled. You left your fucking goalie out to dry who looks like a Calder candidate right now. Lincoln looks like a Calder candidate. We have all these rookies playing amazing right now. How are the first 3 goals the Hawks scored this game so far? Oh, right at the end, right at the beginning of the second period. Mitchell scores his first career goal. Bodan scores his first career goal. Suter scores another goal. That's 3 straight rookies. I sent a message earlier in this game saying, Hawks rookies 3, everyone else 1. What happened? What happened? I know that. Oh, and then it's like, oh, Kane to DeBrincat to Kane slap shot, and then it was Kane to DeBrincat, and we're like, oh, we have so many goals and everything is so incredible. And then with 3 minutes left, we score with 6 minutes left to take the lead, and then with 3 minutes left, we give up a goal to tie the game. Okay, I mean, at least we're getting a point out of this one. Nope! You thought... A minute and 15 left in this game. We give up another goal. You know, I thought Kevin Lankinen was having a great season, and it's like, you know, the worst part about this is the fact that he had a better save percentage than Korpisalo, and it wasn't even close tonight. Like, he played so much better than Korpisalo because Korpisalo was dog shit. Korpisalo had an 800 save percentage, which is something that I am now calling the David Ayers line, because that was his career save percentage in the NHL, is 800. So, Jonas Korpisalo played tonight like David Ayers. His save percentage was the same as David Ayers. And we lost. Because our defense, who we had an extra guy for the specific purpose of keeping our defensemen less tired, more energetic, so they can do things on the ice, decides to lose 67 shot attempts. 67. Just... what else is there to say? What else is there to say? I mean, I was talking to someone earlier about how this team, they tried to tell me that this team was much improved at defense. And I was like, okay, well, clearly that's a no, because if you look at their shot attempts against, they're still just as bad as they were last year. If you look at their shots against per game this year, they're just as bad as last year. Their defense is only slightly better in both of those metrics, and his response was, well, they have a goals against average that's really nice. And I'm like, yeah, you wonder why they have that? Maybe it has something to do with the fact of the rookie god who has a 930 save percentage. That's not because our defense is good. That's because our goalie is good. The last defender. It's everyone else who sucks. They're not giving him any benefit of the doubt, and he still is amazing. And the one time he doesn't come up for you, you can't do anything to help him. Oh, he finally had a bad game, but it doesn't even matter. I mean, sure, he might have had a bad game, but it doesn't change the fact that you had 67 shot attempts. It's worth time I mention why this is happening. Okay. I think I mentioned this already, but I considered making a video after the first game of the season. I did. Because I was mad. But I was like, you know what? No, there's no need to rage. This team's going to be bad this year. Let's just tank the season and let's just accept the fact, whether or not we like it or not, that this team is going to be bad and they're going to tank the season. Let's just accept that. It's worth accepting that. After the next couple games, I was like, should I do it now? Because now I'm living alone in my apartment, and I'm like, now I could actually make a video. I'm like, no, this team is still bad. And I'm like, this is the first time this entire season where I have been legitimately angry after watching a Hawks hockey game this season. I haven't seen anything else this season that was as disappointing and as infuriating and as unacceptable as what I just saw out there. The fact that, how many times was this team leading the game? How many times was this team leading the game and they came back to fucking tie it? They had the lead. Then we tie it up. Then we get 2 more. Then they get a goal back. Then we get another goal. Then they get 2 more to tie it up. Then we get another goal. Then they get 2 to take the lead after we were winning. We had 2 leads. 2 leads in this game. And we blew both of them. There's nothing acceptable about this game. Everything about this game is woefully unacceptable. I'm done. Just, the rookies look nice. Mitchell scored his first. Beaudin scored his first. Bowie got a point. I guess that matters. His team still can't play defense. Again, here we go. Duncan Keith, Calvin DeHaan. Duncan Keith, Calvin DeHaan, Nicholas Beaudin, Madison Bowie, Ian Mitchell, Nikita Zadorov, and who the hell is that 6th? Who the hell is the 7th guy? There's a 7th defenseman who's playing. It doesn't even matter. It's Lucas Carlson. Those are the 7 defensemen. These 7 defensemen. One of them won a Norris before. A couple of them are rookies, sure. Another one of them has been also really good at defense this year. They decided that they were going to not play defense tonight. How the fuck are you such turnstiles and such pylons that you give up 67 shot attempts in a 60-minute hockey game? How do you do that? How do you fucking do that? That's over a shot attempt a minute. I'm done. I'm fucking done. I don't know if I'm ever going to make another one of these videos again because I don't know if I'll ever be as disappointed in a hockey team as I am right now. God damn it.